so it's gonna be, down and dirty, quick and easy. You with us?
Sounds good.
Okay, all right. Okay, Melissa, we're open. It's 6:05 and the city recorder has gotten rolled. And we are going to push item number 2 to our next meeting, which is when, Melissa?
Oh dear. Sorry. Oh, here.
I think it's every other month. I wanna
Yes,
say
every other
March-ish.
month. I'm sorry. I'm not prepared for that. Public Arts
Just one
Committee.
second.
Oh dear.
Okay, it's like,
Yeah, Arts Commission, March. Is that the one? 19th?
Yep.
March 19th.
March 19th. So,
March 19th.
So I move that we move item number 2, item number 3, item number 4 to the March 19th, 2024 meeting. And I would look for a second.
Second.
Great, okay. I'm wondering, first of all, if we need that for 2 and 3, and then we have the votes that we need for approval of minutes 4, right?
Debbie, have you even read the minutes?
I have not read the minutes. I've been out of town.
I don't
so
think we should. I think we should push it.
Okay.
Okay. Sorry. The resolution does say for number 2 that you shall appoint a chair and vice chair at your first meeting in June.
Yeah, well, we're
Okay.
not gonna.
Okay.
So we're gonna push it.
Okay.
So we'll break the rules.
Okay.
Because there's no one here. But I need a second on that. So
No,
Laura-
she seconded.
Oh, you did? Okay, Marilyn seconded it. So all those in favor say aye. Aye. Okay, good girl.
Well, sorry, I needed more discussion.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Laura.
So the feedback for the strategic plan, is that even going to be, will that be a moot point by March?
No.
I would recommend that the individual board commissioners review it and submit some comments through our portal online and with their arts commission hat on.
Yeah, I mean, they could do that, but we could still review that as a committee. And I mean,
Yes, because the council is going to break up, so we probably won't get to the goals before March.
yeah, so
Yeah,
we've
I
got
think
plenty of time to wait.
We'll be hitting the mission statement first and then
But
the
I
vision.
think that's an important point too, that we should still do it individually as well.
Yeah.
Before, that'll, number one, help us be fully prepared for the meeting, and number two, will give the individual feedback of the commissioners.
Okay, thank you. Okay, we're pushing 2, 3, and 4 till March 19th. Number 5, gallery display schedule. December through February is Christina Patterson's actual mini quilt from her 2023 holiday card contest is in the display case. February, March is Deborah Sisko's artwork. Now, we got a problem here, Deborah Sisko.
Yes.
You only submitted 4 pieces of art.
Well,
I know personally you have hundreds.
I know. I did send some more through Dawn because it only allows you to do 4 at a time. So I sent 12 more to her for evaluation, and I can even send more if I need to. So it's,
Well, so here's what I'm wondering, city
There's quite a
manager.
lot in the packet.
There's 16.
Yeah, in the packet.
Yeah, there's 16, but they're not really large, Laura. And she's got hundreds. So what I want to say is, Debbie, were you planning on taking both the North Gallery and the East Gallery? Have you been down there?
I'm not sure where those are, but I can do whatever needs to be done. I don't care.
How many
Whatever
pieces
you
of
think
art-
is best.
How many pieces of artwork that are similar to the artwork that you submitted, how many pieces would you say you have available for display?
I only have 2 really large ones that I submitted to that, and the rest of them are 11 by 14s, and I could probably do 40.
Okay.
I mean, easy.
So, city manager, this falls to you. I want to make a motion that we accept. I don't want her to just have 12 pieces up there. I want the gallery filled, and I want her to be able to put all of her pieces on display. Are you comfortable with us saying that we're going to approve up to 40 pieces of similarly themed artwork as presented in our packet.
I like that.
Then I will so
Like that.
move, and I will look for a second.
I second.
All those in favor say aye. You can vote, Debbie.
Well, you gotta call for discussion first.
Oh, okay, I'm so sorry. So discussion, Laura.
Yeah.
I'm fine with that. I think that, yeah, no, I'm fine with it. I just wanted to open it for discussion.
It's been a while, okay. Okay, so that is good. Motion passes.
Nope, we haven't voted yet.
Oh, we didn't vote? All
And
those in favor say aye.
she may be interested in recusing herself, and you'll still have a quorum to be able to do your vote.
Will I?
Yes, you will. I checked with the city attorney.
So
You're good.
Deb, recuse yourself from that vote because there's a potential that someone will want to buy a piece of artwork and that you would benefit from that. So recuse yourself and yes.
Alright.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
you're good.
now, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Okay, great, super. Okay, April, May is Joe Nickel, and we will receive that artwork by May. He is a returnee, and we will receive that by March 5th, so we're good there. And Gary has, lost girls. Requests and receive picture, okay, so we're good there too. So that's all we have to do, then we do the Keizer annual display. So let me tell you something, guys. So October, November, so we have a Native American Indian display. That might go. It may not. I want to put this in your bonnet. It turns out that Representative Kevin Mannix, who is our representative for the city of Keizer, he is a photographer. He has multiple images, put himself through law school by his photography. Turns out Adam Brown is an artist and has multiple images on his phone that I have seen that are quite good. And I would like to talk to elected officials and potentially as a backup to the October, November show, if we don't put together a Native American show, the backup would be something like elected officials' secret talent. And it would be their artwork. So I'm just putting that on the floor for you to think about, but I think that could be a really fun show. Okay.
Yeah, and I would expand it to city officials, especially if we're gonna, include Adam and any other artist.
Anybody elected?
That last, well, Adam's not elected.
Oh, that's right.
So if we made it, city officials
Okay,
or something like that.
then we get others.
And then we can maybe, tap into some of the staff as well.
I like that idea.
Because, that last, gallery by that staff member was fabulous.
Archer.
Archer.
Yeah, doesn't that sound fun? Okay, so just put that in your bonnet. Okay, now, we have to move on to other business, and this is why we need you, Debbie Cisco.
Okay.
Old Glory is the metal American flag that sets on River Road on the property of V2
Dentistry.
Yeah.
Dentistry, thank you. And that expires February 1. So we need a motion to renew that. There's no options to extend. Rick Smith would allow us to extend that. So we would need to put a motion on the table, and I will do that to extend it for 2 years. Extend it for 24 months. And I would look for a second. He does not receive a commission on this. This was a gift to the city.
Mhm.
Not a gift, but a loan. It's a loan to the city. So
we are we paying for that?
Nope.
Okay.
Nope, it doesn't cost us one dime.
Okay.
That was one of the first pieces when he first started Smith and Steel, which is a wonderful little shop. They do fabulous things down on the river. And when he first started, that was one of the first art pieces that he made. And he put it on loan to the city and wouldn't take any money. And so he has continued to let us have that, as well as the Vinyl Life that sets in front of Copper Creek. Those are both Rick Smith's sculptures. So I would move that we seek to extend the contract for a period of 24 months with the current conditions in place, and look for a second. And Marilyn shall second that. And all discussion? I can be trained. And if all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Great, motion passes. Okay, the other one is, discussion on updating the art master plan to incorporate graffiti. Okay, we'll push that. We don't need a vote on that. The last thing we need a vote on is, this is such fabulous work by, Shane Witham. So you have this in your packet, Deb, but I don't know if you had a chance to look at it. So let me tell you what's going on. So Rosalie's silly cows are the cows that we have put on the roundabout. Okay, so we always put a storyboard that everything that we do comes with a storyboard that tells the story of the art. So we had ours ready to go called Rosalie's Silly Cows. We had that all ready to go. And then it came to our attention by Shane Witham, who is the Public Works, he's the community,
Planning director.
Thank you, Community and Planning Director. Okay, so in the approval for that apartment complex, the Vista View, or I forget what it's called. Anyway, part of the condition of approval was they had to put a history sign regarding that property along, somewhere in the proximity, where people could see it. Well, I love that we're gonna tell the history of that property, and that is exactly why we honored Rosalie, is to tell the history of that property. So Shane Witham, who is so great, to meet with the developer, he got their approval to put it at where the south crosswalk meets the southwest corner of that development. So there's a little intake, like a little bump out of cement. The Rosalie Silly Cows will be on the south side, and the site of the history storyboard will be on the north side. So you can walk right directly from that crosswalk to that bump out, and here you're gonna see about the art, and here you're gonna see about the history of the land. It's fabulous. He did a fabulous job to do that. Now, here's what he wants us to weigh in on. The original proposed sign was the one in color. It has Rosalie's original home, which was the oldest wooden structure in the Willamette Valley, and it did not make it through, as we know. So that's the color one, and then we have the grayscale one. And what he wants is a feedback on, do we want to have it in color, or do we want to do it grayscale? He felt that grayscale looked better with the Rosalie Silly Cows storyboard, because ours is in grayscale with the exception of the funders. And I know you can't see it yet, but I think
you described it quite well.
And I think he's right. I think it does look better to have everything consistently in grayscale. And I think the contrast is sharper, so you get to see the house better. That's what I like.
Don't we already have this, the Rosalie Silly Cows printed? No, we have that ready to go?
Oh yeah, it's ready to go.
Okay,
There's no
so-
change
so
there. It's just a change of this. This is what was originally proposed. This is what Shane has
Okay, so we're
asked.
just talking about the house.
That's correct.
This is a done
It's
deal.
done.
Okay, good.
Right.
So, so that's what he wanted from us, is to say, do the artists, that we do, feel that this looks better, or does this look better? So I would start down there with Catherine. What do you think, Catherine?
I think the gray one is better.
Okay. What do you think, Laura?
I like the gray one in the long run. You know, I'm looking at the signs in Keizer Rapids Park, and they fade, and you know, the color, more they are in color, the worse they look as they fade. So taking that into consideration, I would go for the grayscale one. However, I'd also like to ask if how anti-graffiti are they? Are these covered with some kind of anti-graffiti
Yeah,
kind
we
of
have
thing?
that sealer on.
Okay, good, because you know these will get hit. You know.
Well, maybe. They tend to leave art alone, but we'll
Yeah,
see.
yeah.
We'll see. I mean, I was in the front of our building, haven't gotten it.
Yeah.
We've got two
Well,
storyboards.
yes,
for
but
the
this is
storyboard.
in the, right by Clyde Park. We have,
Oh, yeah, it's kind of dark.
Yeah. So anyway, as long as we have, I mean, nothing is.
Seal it and graffiti. Okay, so Deb, I'm gonna explain to you. So the house is yellow, but it doesn't look yellow. It looks like white and faded, but it really was yellow. And it has a blue sky, but you can't really see. I think the grayscale really shows the detail better, and it does look more consistent with the art sign that describes Rosalie's Silly Cows.
Right.
So
I think the main thing is that you're talking about something that's old and that it looks better in grayscale anyway.
it really does.
Very dramatically different, and I agree with the fact that a lot of times color kind of fades. And
Yeah.
the grayscale is going to look a lot nicer in the long run.
Yeah, we got a real problem right now down at the boat ramp from the flood storyboards that are just a mess.
And really, all that's color on here is the sky and the trees,
Yeah.
and we know what the color of the skies and the trees are.
So I would move a motion that we recommend that the historical storyboard be reproduced in grayscale rather than color, and I would look for a second. Go ahead. Marilyn?
I trust it.
Okay, Marilyn's a second. Further discussion?
Just wanted to make sure too that this has not been created already.
It has not.
Okay, so this has been created, but this has not. So we're not
Redoing
this already. We redid this because of the name, which was mine.
Yeah.
But okay, yeah.
Okay, good. All right, all those in favor say aye.
I
Good gosh. Okay, so anything else we need to vote on?
Chair Christopher, I just wanted to make sure my understanding was that the developer was doing this for us on the same pad. Did you have an additional contact with Shane that said he was doing it on 2 different corners?
No, it's not on 2 different corners. It's on 2 different corners of the same pad.
Okay,
So when you
we're on the same page.
So when you absolutely, it's on that little bump out.
Mhm.
So on one, so it's probably 8 feet by 4 feet is the bump out, and so Silly Cows will be on the south side, and the historic one will be on the north side. It'll look great. It's just, he picked it, and then he got nervous, called Kim and I out there. We said, oh my gosh, this is the perfect spot. So, yeah.
Did you also want to make a motion or include in your motion to approve the stand location
This,
for the Rosalie's? Yeah.
Okay, okay, I'll make another
Okay.
motion. Okay, so,
do we need to do that, or is that a machine thing?
he wanted it.
Mhm.
So in addition to that, I move that we accept the location as determined by Shane Witham and the developer, which is on the west side of the south crosswalk, surrounding the circle where the cows are. And I need a second on that.
I will second it.
Okay, Debbie, look at you. Okay, so now,
Yeah, the discussion. Okay, I have a thing.
yeah.
So just in terms of my understanding that as a commission, are we really making motions to tell staff what to do, or does that need to go to council?
Yeah, it would go to council. They're looking for a recommendation from the
Correct.
park.
Yes.
Okay, so everything that we're doing today will be, the final approval will be by council. We're not telling Shane to do anything.
We're not telling him to do anything.
Okay, I just want to be
Okay,
clear.
so just for you guys, this is how it looks. Here's the cows, here's the crosswalk, here's the bump out. This will be one sign, this will be the other sign. It just looks great. He did a great job. Okay, all those in favor to make that recommendation to council for final approval, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Okay, we good, Melissa?
Yeah, great.
Yeah, thanks so much. You can go
Oh,
now.
thank you.
I look forward to seeing you next meeting.
Yes, yes. And I just, as a question, will there be somebody that will help me put these on display? How does that work? I just probably need an email from somebody telling me directions as to what I should do.
We'll have Dawn, last name?
Wilson.
Wilson. We'll have Dawn Wilson
Yes.
reach out to you prior to putting them up, but you've got permission now to put up 40. So I don't know we'll see how far that goes on You may fill one gallery, you may fill both galleries. We'll see how we do.
Okay, all right. Just
Thank you
let
so
me
much.
Reach out to me and let me know what to do.
Okay, thank you, Debbie.
Okay, thank you.
Bye-bye.
All right, we'll talk to you later. Bye.
Oh, man. Okay,
Lifesaver.
all right. So the PGE contract regarding utility box painting.
Yeah, we actually need to rename that because it's our city traffic control boxes. But the update is, I reached out to Enrique today to see where he was. He emailed me last week. He was trying to do it in the grassy area of his apartment complex, and his manager said he's got to move it. So he was taking it over to his church
Oh, geez.
to
Okay.
try to do it. But
Is there a place? I wonder, what does he need? Is there somewhere?
he just needs a place to. I took him to the Home Depot and bought him some clamps, which wasn't in the budget, but I'll just take it out of mine, to clamp the canvas. And we got the canvas for him. Clamp the canvas to some 2x4s because it's like a 12-foot canvas.
Okay.
So it's kind of pulling out, and as soon as he's finished, then I'll get a photographer over there to get a high-res image of it.
That's great. That's great. Thank you for doing that. I know, we all work with artists. We all work with artists. And sometimes it's more work than other times. But it's all worth it in the end. So I appreciate that very much. Thank you so much. Okay, that's great. Melissa, do you have everything you need?
I do. Thank you.
Perfect. Okay. Then I'll move to adjourn.
I don't even think we need a movie.
Okay, well, then we're adjourned. Okay. I cannot believe that came together. Great team.
I'm so glad she answered her phone.
Yeah, Shane did do an awesome job getting that
Awesome. I
together.
mean, it was pouring rain, and I said,
And the
and
guy
I
was
called,
like,
and he called me, and he said, I can meet right now. Can you meet? I said, yes, I can meet. I called Kim real quick. Can you meet? Went right now.
Yeah.
Okay. So we parked our cars on that, where all those dang cars were going around that. Oh my gosh. Anyway, we did, and
Oh, yeah,
when we
thanks.
saw where he had picked, I mean, it was